To the Easy Odds Euro 2016 videocast. I'm back from Glastonbury. I'm a little bit tanned, which is pretty good considering how muddy it was. I came back for the England-Iceland game. That was a nice little
a treat for you.
Nice little arriving present for me. I felt good already and felt even better after that. And Iceland are actually playing France in the next game we're covering. The game that we should have been in, the game that all the pundits were already kind of explaining to us how we're going to play against France, even though we hadn't even played Iceland. But
there were some crazy quotes from the Iceland players earlier, wasn't there, about how Harry Kane was saying to the referee, "If we lose this game, are we out?"
I can't believe. Some people said that he didn't say that, and that just seems unbelievably stupid. As even
I really hope that our players didn't realise
that stupid. Surely
that they were in a knockout game.
Yeah.
But
so
yeah.
Who are the favourites? I'm assuming it's going to be France for this
You'd
one.
be absolutely correct that it's going to be France on Monday in Saint-Denis. Le Bleu are 4 to 9 best price, for very, very short price, kind of similar price to what England were. France are unbeaten though in the tournament so far. You can certainly argue that they've had a fairly easy passage into the quarterfinals. On paper they've been handed the plum tie in the quarterfinals as well. They've hardly set Euro 2016 alight either, however, with late wins over Albania and Romania, a draw with Switzerland, and then our second half comeback against Ireland in the last 16 game. They weren't amazing in that game. It took a kind of a second half capitulation by Ireland and a red card to kind of see them off. Iceland, on the other hand, have been the success story of the tournament, haven't they? They remain unbeaten in all 4 of their games. They picked up 2 draws against Portugal and Hungary, and then they've beaten Austria and England, both by scorelines of 2 to 1. They're a constant threat from their long throws, wherever they are in their opposition half. It seems that Aaron Gunnarsson can reach the penalty area from pretty much anywhere in the opposition half.
They are the Stoke of Euros.
They are the Stoke of Euros, but they win. And they've scored in all 4 of their 2016 fixtures so far, so they're going to be a tough ask for France, but I can understand why France are the favourites, of course. Lagerback's side is 9 to 1 if you fancy them in this match. Huge price there to cause another upset in the quarterfinal. But for my recommended tip here, Jake, I'm going to be backing France to win and both teams to score.
Okay.
This bet has come in during 2 of France's 4 games so far in the tournament. They've kept just 2 clean sheets in the tournament so far. Adil Rami's suspended, so they're going to have to bring in Mangala, who hasn't played for a while. And all-round Busy Bee, N'Golo and Kante is also missing for this game for his suspension. So that would be a defensive miss for France. France have been somewhat clumsy in defence as well. They've not yet conceded from open play, but they've given away 2 penalties, both clumsy fouls from Evra and Pogba separately in those matches. And as I mentioned previously, Iceland is just scoring for fun at the moment. They've actually scored in all 4 of their matches so far. And even on a longer run than that, they've actually scored in 13 of the last 14 games. So I expect them to score here, but I do think that France will have too much quality for them in the long run. So I do think 16 to 5 here on France to win and both teams to score is a really nice price.
Okay.
Historically also, Iceland have scored at least 1 goal in each of their last 5 games against France. And France have won 4 of those games as well. So this bet has come in 4 of the last 5 times that these teams have met as well. So 16 to 5, I think, is a really good price there, Jake.
Yeah, I completely agree. The bookies are kind of hoping that the price reflects that they don't think that they're going to score, do they? They don't think Iceland are going to score, but they are going to score because those crazy throw-ins. They were good against England actually as well. Apparently 99.8% of their population watched the game.
Brilliant stat.
Only 600 odd people didn't watch it in their entire country.
Why would you not watch it? Crazy.
Those 600 got absolutely gutted. Absolutely gutted. I saw a picture of the Mountain watching it in Game of Thrones.
Amazing. Lastly, why would you bet with Easy Odds for this match? And yet again, it's for the reason of getting the best value odds for your tip. And I've searched out the anytime goal scorer market, which is always a great place to find some differences in prices. And Gylfi Sigurdsson, I've mentioned that France have been clumsy in the box and they've given away 2 penalties already. He's the penalty taker, is Gylfi Sigurdsson, who plays for Swansea, of course. Worst price to score 4 to 1, best price to score 7 to 1, which I think is a really good difference in price. That's almost doubling your odds there, isn't it? So that's a really decent bet there. I think 7 to 1 is a decent price.
Yeah, 100%. 7 to 1's a really decent price. He's got to be the most likely goal scorer for Iceland.
So yeah, set piece taker, and as I mentioned previously, France have already let in 2 penalties, so it could well be a penalty that lets him in there in the anytime goal scorer market.
Yeah.
But my overall tip, of course, is France to win and both teams to score. Best price was 16-5.
Which you won with on your first tip of the entire.
Absolutely, thanks to
thing.
Payet's absolute screamer in the last minute.
And now it's all looking great for Belgium as well, isn't it?
Yeah, my early tip for Belgium, 14-1 now stripped down to 4-1.
Ooh.
So if you had them on the exchanges, I thoroughly advise you to lay them off now.
And Ronaldo, how far is he off top goal scorer?
Ronaldo's 1 goal off top goal scorer. Just 1 goal off of Gareth Bale. He's due to play Poland next, which will be difficult because Poland are really good defensively, only letting 1 goal all tournament so far. But he's Cristiano Ronaldo and he scores for fun, doesn't he?
He scores whatever he wants.
So that's not doing bad. And I've got Eden Hazard pre-tournament 20-1 to be player of the tournament. And after his performance against Hungary, that could be looking pretty decent as well. I looked at the price and it's gone down to 10. So again, if you backed it in exchanges, you've got every right to lay that off now as well.
Yeah, exactly. You'll be making profit if you backed it in the exchanges.
Absolutely. So don't forget to use the Easy Odds odds comparison service to find the best price for your chosen bets. And if you want to follow my tips throughout the tournament, don't forget to install the app, which is available on the iOS store and also via Android. And also don't forget to subscribe to easyodds.com on YouTube, where I'll be doing my tips for the rest of the Euro 2016 games, all the way up to the final, including the third, fourth playoff, which is always the best game on the tournament. And also to click the watermark at the bottom of the screen to subscribe to our channel. So thanks very much for watching. This is Glastonbury mud-free Jake Johns and me, Ross Casey, for easyodds.com.
Bye.